Okay, let's look at harvesting an apple. It's pretty simple, but there are procedures you might want to pay attention to. But let's look back in time. Let's look here at this lateral branch with an apple. If you look up towards the tip, you'll see the stem scar from where I pruned this last summer. The object was to stop further growth and to produce a fruit bud. Voila! This fat organ here is a fruit bud. And it is topped or tipped with a nice Hudson Golden Gem apple. So that's a success story. I stopped vegetative growth, I induced fruit bud that now is bearing fruit literally a year later. If left alone, that branch might have taken 2 or 3 years to fruit. So that's a success story. Let's look at taking the apple off while still leaving the fruit bud on. This aperture will produce fruit at this site for maybe as long as 8 to 10 years. So when I harvest, I want to make sure I take the apple, not the fruit bud. So I'm going to hold the fruit bud, and then I'm just going to flick the apple quickly up and away. We're good. Now, the quickly and definitively is as important as the placement of the finger on the bud and the flicking of the apple. You gotta be invested in it. You can't be hesitant. If you're hesitant, you'll probably bust off the bud. Not good. I've got an apple in hand, and I've got my fruit bud intact for continued cropping. If we look here, this fat thing here is the fruit bud, but if you look out towards the tip, you see this little pointed swelling. That's the continuation of this fruit bud, and that is where next year's flower and fruit will be. We're good to go on and have a nice Hudson Golden Gem at this same site next year.